All right, there we go. Sorry. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm streaming late. I wanted to stream earlier, but you know, stuff happened. I had to take care of some stuff, and whatever. We're here now, though. So yeah, let's go to the media room. Also, yeah, I have the wrong chat. Hold on. Oh damn it. こんばんは。こんばんは、シグマ。こんばんは。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。Alright, I think that should work. Okay. You guys should pop out. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna turn this off. So, hold on, this thing is, I gotta move it down here maybe. Yeah, that's bothering me a little bit. I'm gonna keep it down here for now. I set up my coffee and everything, so I think we should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music. We're just gonna do standard Nintendo stuff. Not really, I don't know what to play at the moment. We're just gonna do that. I default to this stuff because it's just easy. Nintendo 64, show music. I think it was this one, yeah. Alright. I think that should be good. Nintendo 64. You know what? I could do GameCube. I don't think I've ever done GameCube. But I didn't play that much GameCube, to be quite honest. This one's 5 hours. I could do this one, I guess. That's quite loud. I think that's good. Hey, Ferrum. Welcome to the stream. I was originally gonna... Oh, yeah, I think this is just strictly... Okay, so the video that I'm using has not been copyrighted, so I think it should be good. I don't know. But yeah, I was gonna stream on Twitch today, but it just cemented my feelings of like, oh, I'm just gonna stay on YouTube. This is where I belong, because it's like, I don't know. It's such a like, yeah, I'm monetized on Twitch, but it's also like, what's the least amount of headache? And it's just this. YouTube is just easier. Oh, then you caught me at a good time. Yeah, so today we're gonna do some character design stuff for a friend of mine who's a VTuber, and she needed some ideas to help get her model completed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pop in, copy image, grab this, copy image. Okay. Okay, so basically what she wants is so this is her avatar. This is Melty. I don't know if she's gonna be able to show up, because I think at this hour she's like busy feeding her dogs and eating dinner, because she's Pacific time. But anyways, she wants help designing. She wants help designing like a cool outfit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a sketch just to give her, like, this is mostly just helping her out, really. So it's gonna be a chill stream, not gonna be too long. So I hope you guys are in for hopefully a comfy time. All right, so this is working. So what I'm gonna do is clean my fucking tablet. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead first and put this over here. I'm gonna keep this over. Yeah, I mean, I hope, like, yeah, all right. There's a bot enabled that. Ooh, yeah. There's so about Ultra Kill. So people in chat were like bringing up the special mod, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I'd probably do it if I'm incentivized enough to do it. Never tried anything like that, so it's not like I can promise. But if I move, I mean, I'm gonna move this year anyways. But if things work out, depending on like whatever milestone I hit as a streamer or like as an artist or whatever, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'll give it a shot. I've never done anything like that, so it would have to be here, but I don't know. I don't know, like that might get me banned. So I don't know. We'll see. So let's see. You know, when you're so used to drawing like thick characters and you have the fat hide the musculature of the character, it gets a little harder to make shit. I mean, I don't like, if you know the mod, you know the mod. Like that's what I'm like getting at. It's just a mod that enhances the stimulation of the game. Again, I'm not really hugely concerned for an anime. I'm mostly concerned about Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack. Yeah. Hey Evo, welcome to the stream. Also, I need to get back to doing the stream comms, but for now, I want to help my friend get started with her VTuber stuff, so I'm like giving her a quick hand on this. I'm doing character, some like outfit design for a friend. She's a VTuber, or starting out to be a VTuber, and like I want to help her out. Yeah, there's supposed to be more. I'm giving her like a lot of meat, but in reality, she's extremely fit. So, yeah, this is probably gonna be changed a little bit. It's not gonna be like a terribly like ultra polished drawing, because it's more for concepting and to help her fill ideas. Because I've been like going after her for her to like finish her design, and she's like, "Hey, can you help me?" I was like, "Yeah, fucking yeah." It's a beefy cow. Hey, Yuto. Kobe beef. Move these legs over here. Strong move, yeah. By the way, I'm working with someone to make a sticker pack and sell some merch. Not like YouTuber merch, but like I'm gonna design some stuff and actually like have some standees and such. So that's gonna be fun to work on. I'm gonna be busy the next couple of months. Hopefully it's stuff that people want to buy. Because I don't want to make stuff that is like in concept or like in paper looks good, but then like it's stuff that nobody would buy. Like I'm not gonna like make like something with like a huge cock and then it's just gonna be like, oh, like I like this but I don't think I would ever buy it. Yeah, like yeah, no, I want to make stuff that people definitely are in tune with. They want to support me and then they want to buy it and actually own it. Because stuff that's like impractical to own, it's like, okay, well, I definitely don't want to go that route. I want to do stuff that people will own, and that like, yeah, I do want to do stuff like that, but at the same time, like, I gotta start small and see where do I toe the line? Where do I toe the line, eh? The side of my boss's desk. I mean, it's just gonna be. I'm gonna start with small stuff. So if you guys remember the asana thing I did recently with the other girls, I'm gonna make a sticker out of that, out of each of the girls, because they're on their own individual layers and they're fully drawn. So the manufacturer was like, hey, we can use this. I'm like, okay, we'll start small, see where, you know, what we can do and stuff. But I was very adamant that I wanted to work on original stuff. And then maybe potentially work with some VTubers, but I want to be like mostly like asked to do that kind of stuff, right? Like I'm not the type of person that I just want to do original stuff, and like hopefully my characters just do most of the selling. And that's how I built most of my brand, so it's fine. But yeah, it has to be marketable stuff first. Or stuff that, you know, people would be okay with owning. Because that's the thing, like, again, it has to be stuff that people would want to own. And I know a lot of people tell me, like, dude, I would totally buy anything that you put out. And I appreciate that, but also, from a business standpoint, I can't just print a bunch of standees where all of my characters like have it all hanging out. It doesn't work like that. I remain hopeful that I become a big enough VTuber for shit like this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even doing it as a VTuber. It's mostly like just as an artist. And because I've been doing this for many years, I kind of am in the position where I could do that. Or I should have been doing that for years, many years ago. But because I was never like a convention person, like I've only tabled one convention. Or two, sorry. in Japan, and I just didn't bother making like standees and stuff. I just never bothered with all that kind of stuff because I personally don't own that many keys that need that many keychains, or I've been moving around so much that the idea of like owning standees and stuff like never cropped up or popped up. So, but now that I'm moving and I'm just gonna like move for a place like by my own, and hopefully stay there, then now it seems like feasible for me. Vagina bones. She's obviously not this meaty, but I hope Melty, if you're here, I hope you can forgive me. Just let me. You do whatever you want with it. Also, I'm glad the thigh pics were well received. I showed them to my friend, and just like, I don't know if I should post it. He's like, just do it, fucker. I'm like, who cares? Like, no one's gonna get mad at you. But I think a lot of people just follow me for my art. So I get self-conscious, but I generally made that account just for personal stuff and art, and safe for work and VTubing. So it's kind of like why I don't retweet a whole lot of stuff, but I think I generally, if like I retweet, it's on my main account, which has like twice as many followers. But I don't know, like I've been also thinking about like I want to retweet, but also like I've seen a lot of people that I follow, they don't retweet that often. But I feel super bad when people that I'm friends with, or like at least mutuals with, post cool stuff, but I don't retweet it on the Safe for Work account, which is the one that they follow me on. Was it my first stream like 2 years ago? Hold on. I think it might have been 2 years ago. When's my anniversary? Does anyone remember that? I don't even know when my own anniversary is. I know that it was like I missed it last year, but this year I know I missed it last year. Someone told me like, oh, okay, cool, it's been a year. I like, listen, I've been so busy with so many things. I literally have not paid attention because like streaming is such a hobby. It was yesterday. Oh my god. Oh man, I feel terrible. I need to do like an actual man, I feel so bad. But it's like I have so many things that I'm doing at the same time that I kind of tend to just forget. Because it's like I love streaming, but it's not particularly high on my priority. So that kind of stuff just escapes me. Yeah, I think next year, here's the thing, when I move, I think I'm gonna be streaming more often. I'm gonna be doing like hopefully like more stuff with like handy cams and stuff like that, like cooking streams and stuff. We'll see. It's gonna take a while though, because depending on like where I move and stuff, it's gonna take like a very long time for me to like properly get settled and stuff. At the moment, I have to hear back from the French visa and see what's up. Because if not, I'm gonna apply for Portugal. See how that works out. And if not, then I'm just gonna find a place here. Not in the States, thankfully, but yeah. Not my ideal situation. Because the thing is, I want to start doing conventions and stuff, and I have to fly out to the United States, so it's kind of a pain because it's like internal flights in the US are really cheap comparatively, but flying from like where I live to the United States is very expensive. But and they don't really do that many conventions here, so it's like I don't have anyone to sell here to. So if I move to France, like at least, or like somewhere in Europe, at least I'll have the option to go to like Germany on a train and do a convention and stuff like that. And the people that I'm working with, they do ship to Europe. Getting stuff here is a bit of a nightmare. Like I couldn't even get my own products because you're not legally allowed to ship adult content or like at an individual level. Like there's not many, there's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really, it's such a nightmare. Like I got a care package from a specific toy company, and I was like very adamant, like if you're gonna send me stuff, it cannot be like, you know, of an adult variety. And they're like, no, like we're just gonna, like I was like, listen, like you don't understand. And they're like, no, we've shipped to your location before and we got in a lot of trouble for that. Or the person did, because they're like very, it's like, okay, just making sure that you're aware. But it's just, you know, when you live in a country that's very I want to say very prudish, the stuff happens. It's weird because it's a country that, like, you look at advertising and stuff, it's like very sexual in nature, and a lot of the music that comes out is very sexual in nature. But God forbid you fucking order like a toy of some kind, because you only, like, you want to, you know, enjoy yourself in the privacy of your home. Like, oh my God, God forbid. We're not, like, think of the children, the humanity. Like, I don't know. Like, God forbid I just want to enjoy my waifus in peace. Hey, Tony. It's not appropriate, yeah. I don't know. No. It is what it is. No, that's not right. It's I'm doing some design work for a friend. Hold on a second, I'm looking at a reference here. I'm gonna keep it very simple because I'm not very good at muscles and I don't want to waste your time like doing weird shit. I need to get good at this. Let's see. Oh, this is a good reference. Oh, holy shit, that's pretty good. So it's this. I think the more vague you are about the shapes, the better it looks. Yeah. Oh, did she do it? Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. So she has this. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. This is throwing me off. Let's get the shapes in there first. Okay, there we go. My mouth is sandy and plain. I think it's just like not necessarily like it's just giving the general idea of the shape and not getting too bogged down on like getting it exactly right. Because most of the time, like if you get too detailed, it looks weird. I mean, personally, I think it looks kind of weird. Like if your body is extremely detailed in the muscle, and you're not letting the subtlety of the shapes do the informing. Like, let me show you the image I was using for reference. Like this lady is not like she has a lot of muscle, right? But it's not like she has like super like she's incredibly defined and you can literally see all the shapes and stuff. In real life, I mean, some people have like really marked muscles, but in this case, like, you know, you're just letting the subtle, like, you would want to let the subtlety of the shapes of the muscles do the talking. I find it's more attractive. You're just letting your imagination, or letting the viewer's imagination fill in the gaps of information that are missing. I like letting people's minds wander a little bit when I draw. Like sometimes I don't like, I like sometimes I get detailed, yeah, but I honestly prefer being less detailed, because it's just the way that my style works. Plus, I draw a lot of chunky girls, so it's not like I'm gonna be doing a lot of muscle definition. I'm not the best expert to advise you on that. But again, subtlety is very important in body. Okay. Alright, let's finish the arms. Where are my glasses? I just, hold on. I need to find my glasses. My eyes are starting to hurt. Give me a second. Oh, they're over here. Sorry. I think my astigmatism has been getting bad, so I need to start. Well, the issue is I have astigmatism, and so I need to use glasses, or like I start getting really tired. I mean, I think she's just really toned. Hold on, guys. Okay, well, okay, so change of plans. My friend just told me that she's pretty sick. And she can't make the stream, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna finish the body, but I'm gonna move into something else. I will do a drawing that I promised for one of the stream comms for. Let me see if this person's available. Hold on, let me see if this person's available. It's one of the stream comms. I just need to make sure that this person's available. It's Fib. It's not him. Oh, okay, there the okay. Hold on. All right, so Alpha Erasure had a request, so I'm gonna finish this body so that I don't have to worry about this next time I do this. But I'm only gonna be concerned with the body. Not worried too much about being perfect anatomically speaking. Just need to make sure that this is set up for the next time. Hey Erasure, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second while I wrap this up, because I was doing something for someone and she's unfortunately sick. So what the fuck, tomorrow I need to do work stuff. I forgot to do some stuff for work today. You know, like, listening to this music, it reminds me of, like, do you guys remember when Resident Evil was supposed to be, Resident Evil 4 was exclusive to the Nintendo 64 and that it wasn't? Like, all I remember was that some, like, it was mentioned in a magazine that the Resident Evil 4 was, like, exclusive for the GameCube. And then I never heard anything of it, and then like a few years later I was like, oh, it's on the PS2. Neat. But I hadn't played Resident Evil at that point, so I just didn't really care. But it was pretty funny. I don't think anyone here's that old. Okay, come on. Someone has to be my contemporary here. Okay. I'll fix this. You know, I'll fix the anatomy a little bit later. This is bothering me. Okay, there. That makes more sense. All right. All right. You just wanted like a reminder when Devil May Cry 1 was also Resident Evil 4 prototype. Oh my god, yeah. Question. So Alpha, you want it like just like a whatever pose, or do you have like anything in specific? I'm gonna look at my references just to pick up something. Any pose can work? Okay. Let me look at this one. Alright, I'm looking at a few ideas. Okay. I'm gonna put it. So that's idea one. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, this might be a good idea. Another idea. Let me see. Oh, by the way, I beat Zelda pretty recently. Yesterday. Pretty good. I don't want to spoil too much, but I think my overall impression of the game, like after having beaten it, done all the shrines and stuff, it's, you know, Breath of the Wild was kind of like, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild was kind of lame in my opinion. Because it had neat ideas and stuff, but it just didn't, like, it didn't go, like, I was expecting Tears of the Kingdom, and I got Breath of the Wild, and, I could never, like, understand what people were seeing on Breath of the Wild, and I think people were just, like, looking at it with rose-tinted glasses, and I was just like, this game is, like, empty, there's nothing to it. You know, there's cool things here, but it's just like, it's just a boring like game at the end of the day, and everything felt like a short. They corrected all of that for Tears of the Kingdom, and I think like the story is like really good. It's like way better than Breath of the Wild. And now, like, retroactively playing Breath of the Wild, it does feel like Breath of the Wild was kind of just a prototype. And, like, testing the waters and stuff. But now that they built the engine, built the world and stuff, like, they went hog wild on everything. Yeah, Breath of the Wild was, like, everyone's first, like, most people's first game because it was just easier to get into. But yeah, like, people that actually liked Zelda just didn't really enjoy I don't know, people that actually understand Zelda probably weren't that huge on it, because the thing is, like, Zelda games have always been, like, huge in scope, but at the same time they've never been empty. They've always been full with content and stuff, and like, I think people were like, oh, Nintendo's like going a different direction and this one's different. It's like, no, I think for like an adventure game to be an adventure game, like, there has to be stuff to do. And Breath of the Wild for me was pretty to look at, but there's nothing else. It was just a boring collectathon because you had to do these shrines, which most of them felt like a chore because there was only one way to solve certain things. And this game lets you be extremely creative with whatever you're doing. It's beautiful. What is he? Yeah, I was always like, people, you know, everyone was like, you're crazy, it's the best Zelda game, and I was just always like, no, I don't think it is. It is a very good Zelda game, but it's just not like, I mean, it's fun like when you first play it, but I beat it once and I was just like, I don't even feel like playing this again. And people can, you know, have their opinions even though they're wrong, but it's not the best Zelda game. It's okay. It's an okay game. It's like, I would rather play Twilight Princess than play Breath of the Wild ever again. Well, here's the thing though. Ocarina of Time is timeless. It's so well executed. I think it's still peak Zelda because it's got everything, and it might be the nostalgia talking, and you know, that's fair. But I still think that Ocarina of Time is a solid game, especially the remake or the remaster for the 3DS is like, it's very, very good. Hell, I even think Wind Waker is like pretty good. Even though Wind Waker suffers from the world is extremely huge but all water problem. Which, games that have a lot of water in them, not usually my favorite. Because anytime a game has like water segments, they're usually the most boring part of the game. Because like, it's, I don't know why, but it's a universal practice that all water segments must either be annoying or slow as shit to get through. Also, anything that has to do with like water is usually like, oh, Cthulhu. Like if it's a horror game. Like, like who the fuck, like, why does everything have to be Cthulhu? Water, the ocean's fucking terrifying. Make a horror game just based on like the concept of like the ocean just being vast and terrifying. Yeah, the ocean's fucking scary. I've never played Soma. Oh yeah, Subnut is actually very scary. In terms of that, where like the ocean's like, but like what I'm getting at is that like Subnautica is special because of that. Because it's you against the elements, really. It's just my like the thing what I want to get at is that most games that just have like the ocean and they're like, oh, it's like horror and then ocean, and it's like, oh, I wonder if it's Cthulhu, and what do you know? It's fucking Cthulhu. Like any like budding developers and they're like trying to pitch this horror game, it's like, hey, like, oh, like, let me guess, they're trying to be cute and original and stuff, and it's gonna be Cthulhu, and it's fucking Cthulhu. Like, make new things. I don't know, like, or like, come up with like a different reason why, like, again, the fear of the unknown, the ocean. It like just a threat of like you being in the ocean in the middle of nowhere at night, and you fall overboard and you have to survive and stuff like that. Like, that shit's scary on its own. Cthulhu, like, anytime a game has Cthulhu, it doesn't scare me at all. It's like, oh, it's just like this stupid thing. Like, okay. But maybe I'm not the target audience. It's just, I always find it stupid. Like, it's already been done like 1,100,000 times. Like, I don't know. And I always hate it when like there's a game that's like clearly clearly going in a pretty cool direction, and then it pivots into Cthulhu, because it's like, of course, it's just the easiest thing to write for. So then I goes terrified because of the sounds, ambience, and yeah, exactly. What do you think, Alpha? Do you like this pose? Actual creatures in Subnautica aren't actually dangerous at all, but the senses... Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, horror games don't have to be like this, like, inherently spooky thing where, like, everything's out to kill you. Like, not everything has to be Australia. But, like, if you make a game that is on ambience alone, that's what made the original horror Resident Evil games like pretty good. And a lot of like older horror games, it's just the ambience alone. That's why people love PT, the canceled Kojima Silent Hill game, where it's entirely on ambience, and it's not like this overwhelming sense of like you're being followed or anything. It's just that the ambience alone did it. Eternal Darkness is a game like that, isn't it? I don't play a lot of horror games, but the ones that I usually have played are usually like just like fucking lame. There's a web game where you fall off a boat and all you do is click to try to keep from drowning until you get tired in real life. With how fast it is. Oh my god. Yeah, shit like that. I don't know. Like, there are some games where there's like a game I remember like a while back where I think you were like alone in your house or something, and like I don't think anything happens, but you kind of like the entire game you're just tense because it's like the feeling of like when you're alone in your house, like, you know, really late at night. Feeling like you're being watched, kind of not. Yeah, yeah. You know when you go like get a glass of water at like 2 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. Like shit, just shit like that. But yeah, don't. It's the same with movies where like they try to be like this like cool thing, but it's like just a jump scare movie. Like I don't know. It just really like It Follows is really good. Where like the entire time you're being followed by this thing, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's pretty good. Oh, hey Randy. Still like it's still like weird when people say like I'm their favorite artist. It's just weird. Man, I had like 2 hot dogs and I'm like, fuck. It's German Bratwurst. Oh yeah, it just German Bratwurst. Ooh. Should have gotten water. I think Omori succeeded in making the atmosphere feel uncomfortable. I think Omori might be like, I don't know. I saw someone play Omori and I was just like not into it. Like I saw a little bit and I was like, I don't care. But it looks interesting, but I just couldn't like care enough to like get it or like even try it myself. It just reminded me of like the tropey Violence Bad. Let's see. Eda. What is even this music? Why am I under arrest? Okay, that was making me very tense. I need to set up Nightbot properly. So it like puts out like random alerts and stuff. Surprised there wasn't a lot of DNB music in that compilation. I mean, it's still the same compilation. It's just, How you red-handed providing thickness without the proper documentation. Yeah, I got my papers. I got my papers right here. Go ahead and leave me alone, eh? I am the supervision. Proceed. Hey, thank you. You're trying to stop me from drawing the thickness. Go ahead and get back in your car. I ain't talking with no stinking lawyer. Unless you want me to call Soul. I better call Soul. I wonder if he does services to Milwaukee. Alright, that's enough of my Midwestern Milwaukee accent. Hold on. You know who I gotta call? And that's enough for copyright. Thank you, Matsu. Appreciate it. There. Oh, good music, finally. That to the list. Soul jump scare. That was louder than I intended it to be. I'm sorry. Man, you know, I've been watching way too much Red Letter Media that I instinctively just go to like a Milwaukee accent. Yeah, I'm very sorry. If you were sleeping, now you're awake. I better have a Saul button now. Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman. Look up. Oh my god. Please look up Saul Goodman in Japanese. It's when. Oh my, it's so good. Saul Goodman. Jimmy, nanda? Saul Goodman. It's magical. Saul bad guy. I have not seen the Skylar White Yo. Let me see. Skylar. Come on. Skylar White Yo. Japanese. Alright, let's pause this meme and play this meme. No, it's a bad Chinese dub. Okay. Okay, hold on.
とにかくセールスはお断りだからよ。私はスカイラーホワイト。夫はウォルターホワイトだからよ。
What? Who the fuck made this video? It's so. No.
とにかくセールスはお断りだからよ。私はスカイラーホワイト。夫はウォルターホワイトだからよ。
Wait, is this for real? Completely convinced. Does this really have that sound of? It's so fucking bad. It's terrible.
Look, lady, whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Well, my name is Skylar White, yo.
Yeah, no, this. Oh god. Okay, I guess I can't watch it normally because it's. But I mean.
とにかくセールスはお断りだからよ。私はスカイラーホワイト。夫はウォルターホワイトだからよ。
Okay, だからよ。
そうよ。
そうよ。Oh my god, that's so good. It's so stupid. Yeah, I saw it. It's the guy that does like it's from the fucking stupid TikTok. So good, man. So good, man. 私はスカイラーはよ。Gunshot. I'm just gonna add gunshots to every time I say like a point. I'm Rose, yo, and then it's just a. What are some Soul bad guy quotes? Again, I particularly don't care for Guilty Gear. I think some of it is cool, but I really don't like care much about Guilty Gear. Gun frame. I don't know. He probably has like a very deep voice. Gun frame. Bandit Revolt. Volcanic Viper. Volcanic Viper. It's a shame that I know more Gilgamesh quotes, which is not a lot. So it's not that deep. Like, I know that Gilgamesh voice is kind of like Kudarana. He has like that weird laugh. Kind of like that. 重いだろうな. It's more like a haughty tone though to Gilgamesh. Because dude's literally like the most canonically the most powerful. Hold on, let me look it up. Gilgamesh. I wish I had the dialogue. Kudarana. Ha? Soda. Hokoda. Yeah, he has like Kono ore honki ni saseru tatakai hazo. Oh, aru mono de wa nai na kara. Yeah. But yeah, it like he kind of has like this elevation to like everything he says. It's really interesting. I like Gilga's voice. It's well done. Ozymandias though is my favorite, but that's fucking Dio. Like let's not kid ourselves here. It doesn't get any better than that. Yeah. Ore-sama da. And you know what? In Japanese, Ganondorf is really interesting. Cause he speaks in like he speaks in ancient tones. But he does use like ore, washi no kuni, washi da. Just super cool. He speak Yakuza. No, he doesn't really speak Yakuza. He speaks like proper. Like for a bad guy, he speaks properly. At least the Wind Waker one, I do remember him being very like speaking in like this like very old proper feudal speak. Arm might be a little too thick, I think. I could tone it down a little bit. I think I have a pretty decent range when it comes to throwing my voice around. At least with Japanese, I can do stuff like 俺のサンドイッチはどこだ? こっちに来て戻ってせ. And then do like a Ness voice like, okay. Hi. Or do like the Ikemen voice. はい。いらっしゃいませ、お嬢様。 こっちに来てくださいね。Okay. Okay. Nah, not right now. Not right now. I haven't drank enough water for that. I haven't lubed my voice enough for that. Ojo-sama? Ojo-sama? はい。来てくれてありがとね。お嬢様。はい、ありがとね。じゃあ、ケーキ欲しい？作ってあげてね。はい。ショートケーキね。ストロベリーの。キットカット食べたい？ああ、わかったね。じゃあ、待ってくださいね。ちょ待ってね。すぐ戻ってね。Yeah. I think Ikemen voice is like my favorite one. Thanks, Nichols. Yeah, I worked them out myself. I want to do a Jotaro voice. I want to get good at that. Huh? What's the Roy voice? I can sort of do the Marth voice. イーグラ、逃げてて。僕の勝ちだ。僕の勝ちだ。I kinda don't know more Marth quotes because I don't really play as Marth. Let me see. Let me look up some quotes. Minna, 見ててくれ。そこだ。させるものか。Oh yeah, that's okay. All right. させるものか。はい。そこだ。Where the fuck is this list? Oh, there we go. Japanese translation. Okay. 今回は Yeah, this one's the one. 今回は僕の勝ちだね。今日、もう一気に伸びることができた。今日も生き延ることができた。僕は負けるわけ。tongue twister. 僕は負けるわけにはいかないだ。僕は負けるわけはいかないだ。させるものか。させるものか。Yep. Alright. Marth's fun. 僕の勝ちだ。Yeah, Marth's surprisingly easy to do. It's just talking in a soothing voice. That's what it is, really. It's like just soft. Marth doesn't yell. Like, that's the thing though. Marth doesn't yell. Like, I don't think like Marth yells, but it's not like Roy where he's explosive. Marth is just like Marth's the type of guy that he would tuck you into bed and read you a bedtime story. Roy is the type of guy that'll show up and it's like, let's watch a Rambo movie, bitch. Let's dance it. Let's dance it. Let's dance. I don't like yelling because there's other people I live with and like everyone goes to bed pretty early here. 僕の勝ちだ。させるものか。はい。はい。はい、こっちに来てね。俺の友達は守るぜ。Alright, let's cheat a little bit. Mo ikanai da. Gomen ne. Oh my god. Fucking twist it. Yeah, there we go. Grab his dick and twist it. Thank you. Yeah, it's the thing I'm most proud of, really. I tend to do. I spent like, I mean, these aren't new, but I spent months with a personal trainer, and like the one thing she insisted on is that I do a lot of thighs. And she said that having thighs is the equivalent of just having like a really good core. And so I do a lot of squats and I do a lot of running and stuff, so. Yeah, like word of advice, if you're working out, I highly recommend doing a lot of if you're starting out with working out, do a lot of leg stuff. Squats and stuff, and a lot of exercises that use your legs, because you got to build a good foundation, because a lot of like when you start doing the heavier lifting, you're gonna depend on your legs and your core. Because you have to, like, it's important to engage your core a lot. Like, it's not like a joke when trainers tell you, or like people tell you, like, engage your core. It's like your entire body depends on it, because that's the center balance. So legs definitely help you achieve like a good balance and a good core engagement. So yeah, if you're gonna work out pretty actively, you want to take that into consideration. It's something that I been doing for a while now. Especially like fucking things like Ring Fit and stuff. They have you do a lot of leg stuff, and it's not a coincidence. Like, I complain a lot about it, but there is a reason for it. Especially like if you're the type of person that sits around often, like I do. Like, I work from the computer. I need to do a lot of leg work. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Joshua. But if you do a lot of, if you sit around a lot, it's good to work out your legs and your back, because when you sit around on the computer and stuff, you're not really engaging your legs and stuff. They kind of like become sedentary, and like that's not good. So you kind of like, yes, you can do, you're gonna get more use out of having a good posture and legs than just arms. I don't know, like, yeah, there's some people that are naturally not gonna have like very big legs, but try, like, I don't understand people that are like refuse to do legs because they're like, oh, like whatever, like I don't need legs, like I have big arms and stuff, and they look like a fucking triangle. They look like this, right? and then it's just like 2 skinny legs, and you're like, dude, what are you doing? I would rather look, you know, like this. I mean, that's just my body shape. Don't yeah, okay, my legs are bigger than my waist, but I would rather have like a body shape like that, because I can do, like, I don't know. It's just one. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. But I love leg day. Like, I don't know, something about like just working out legs and then like not being able to walk the next day. It's just like, I don't know why I like it. Like when I had leg day, I was really excited with my coach. But I would like, I now, like when I have leg days and stuff, like I will do more squats than anything. Like I for me, it's cool. I don't know. Speaking of Zorldo, there we go. Zorldo music, finally. How many of you just started vacations? Because I know a lot of you, you know, are in university, so I think vacation started already for a lot of people. So Spider-Verse Kingpin is sort of figure. I mean, yeah, they look like a caricature. A for Arnold. If you're like, if you want to be like a strong, well, no, Arnold's not a good example. I graduated. Oh yeah, congrats, Tony. That's right, you graduated. Pachi, pachi, pachi. Congratulations, Shinji. Now get in the fucking Eva. I was just thinking, what would be the equivalent of Michael Bay's Evangelion? Get in the fucking Eva, Shinji. Asuka's played by Megan Fox. The dad's Matt Damon. Not Shinji, Simon the Digger. Wait, someone made a meme out of that, right? I think that's what I'm remembering. That someone made a meme out of that. Like someone actually made that. I'm getting that very special brain collapse of like mixing my thoughts with things that I've already seen. Shinji cracked that soldier boy. Also, people like to shit on Michael Bay for the Transformers stuff, but I think he only had like a big role in, I think, the first 3. The rest have not been touched by him at all, I don't think. He's just a producer. He just throws money at it. Man, I wish I had my soundboard active. I had a pretty good sound for that. Here, I'll do something for this. I'll keep the soul scare. Oh wait. No, I gotta do something first. Where is it? Oh, it's here.
Life is a nightmare. This nightmare we call our lives. This is like a miserable nightmare, this existence I live.
I don't know why I love that clip from Letter Media. No, like Michael Bay had part in. Listen, he's produced a lot of garbage, but I think he only had part in the Transformers series for like a few movies. But after that, it's like mostly been like different directors, I think. He just gives money to it. I don't even think he reads the script. He's just like, sure, whatever, fuck it, put it in there. I don't give a fuck. Put Megan Fox in there. Put Marky Mark in there. Put Marky Mark in there, why don't you? Alpha, you want bigger or hold on, let me do you want these bigger? It started to get corny, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that a bit short. Okay. I honestly, the last one I saw was like Dark of the Moon, which was, I don't know, I don't even remember that movie. Like, was that the one where they kill Optimus Prime and then he comes back as like an absolutely like OP figure or something? I thought like. Or was it the one with the knights? I don't even remember. I haven't taken my meds today. I don't take meds, by the way. It's just a joke. It's. I seriously do not fucking remember anything from those movies. Like, it's all a blur. I think it was Red Letter Media that watched like all the Transformers movie at the same time. At least what was currently available. But yeah, Red Letter Media, like they watched all the Transformers movies at the same time, but I don't remember when they did it. It was I think Dark of the Moon might have been like out fairly recently, so I don't know. Again, I don't remember. It's I really understand that those movies just fucking blend in together, so it's hard to keep track. Revenge of the Fallen. Okay. Honestly, the best thing about those movies was just Starscream, I think. I don't know. Wasn't the first Optimus Prime Orson Welles? Like before he died? The banner. Hold on. I need to check that. I think it was Orson Welles. Optimus Prime Orson Welles. Oh no, wait. Hold on. Orson Welles. He was okay, never mind. He was Unicron on Transformers the movie. Never mind. Okay, never mind. He was Unicron in the Transformers the movie. Not. I love how people are like suddenly like there's reports of like Orson Welles being difficult to work with, and it's just like, yeah, of course, it's motherfucking Citizen Kane. I love the there's a voice actor that does a really good Orson Welles impression. He did it in Pinky and the Brain and The Critic, which, if you know what The Critic is, hello fellow boomer. But yeah, Orson Welles was such a fucking weird guy. He was like very difficult as a person, apparently. In Animaniacs. I mean, I think he did this series, but I don't remember. I think it was, what was the name of the guy? It is, here, I'm gonna look it up.
Whatever it is you want.
Okay, so Maurice LaMarche is the voice actor for The Brain, and he does a really good, like...
He's grow there. We're talking about him growing and she's picked him.
Well, we want to be out of that snowy field.
But I was out. We were onto a can of...
Yeah, but he does, like, Orson Welles impression in The Critic, and it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Okay, this is the part where I should be looking up the reference. Erasure, can you send me the reference? Because I misplaced the link where I had all the commission stuff, and I need to dig for it. But if you have one handy, I would love if you send it to me so that I can just have it on reference as I work. And also your the little guy that goes in the chest. Because Can't forget Slime. The slimy boy. Dun, 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 dun. Wind Waker. Wind Waker. Honestly, you know what the thing was that why I didn't get to play Wind Waker when it came out. I think like me, like everybody else, because of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. How do I handle commissions? Well, at the moment, I am closed. I opened like last week and I closed them, and it was submission based. But the ones that I'm doing right now, they're stream commissions, and I'm also closed for those, which are just commissions that I'll do like when I stream, or I'm not working on anything in particular. And those are closed as well, because like there's so many submissions. So at the moment, I'm like, I can guarantee that I will open around October a new round of commissions, because I have about 15 that I need to handle at the moment, plus the stream ones. So plus some merch stuff that I'm doing. I'm busy and I'm moving soon, so I can't even fathom taking more commissions at the moment, even though I would want to. Plus my day job, so it's doing more art for a company. Yeah, but I want to make some merch. It's gonna be just like standees and stuff like that. We'll see. I'm working with a pretty cool product maker. So we're gonna get some stickers out soon just to test the waters, and we'll see where that goes. It's gonna be it's not gonna be like anything radical, because he doesn't want me to make new stuff until, like, you know, my stuff sells, so that, you know, we know like where the limits are with the stuff. I might be working with a specific someone for some other cool merch. That one's on hold from my end, at least, because I've had so much stuff that needs like priority, because the collab stuff is you know, free and stuff, and I've been working on studying Godot so that we can use it for the Mon collab, and that's gonna take a while, because I'm just doing a lot of stuff at the moment, and for me right now, my priority is saving up money so that I can move after summer, whether it's to France or finding an apartment here or whatever. But I've been like just trying to get my economic situation even better, so it's gonna take a bit. And you know, it's not like a lot of people think that I just forget things, and yes, that happens often, but for stuff like that, it weighs on me every day. But there's sometimes I need to take priority on things. Thank you, Joshua. I just need to like be better at what I'm doing, and like and like just handle my time properly. Right now I'm like doing way many things. But I think if I split my time properly, I think it should be okay. It's just like I just need I just need a lot of time to get things going well. But yeah, I do think about that stuff often, and like I probably could be more communicative about it, but I think it's just stuff that I don't want to start giving communications unless I have something of substance, and that's my stance on a lot of things, because it's like I don't want to start making announcements of things if I don't have any solid leads or anything that's being worked on, because I don't want to go to the 1 month thing. It's like, hey, I haven't forgotten. It's like, okay, well, are you doing anything? No. Like, I would just rather show up. It's like, hey, here's what's been going on. This, and this. So that's, you know, I have the designs like planned out and finalized for the main girls. It's just that everything else, like, if I'm gonna be working on a game, it's gonna be like, you know, the equivalent Fabula, and I'm also working on something different with someone else that we're taking our time on, and I actually need to reach out to them so we can have a meeting soon after I've worked on some stuff. So my brain is like split 7 ways. It's enjoying a nice meaty gangbang of ideas and stuff that needs to get done. So, yeah, gonna be rough. Okay. Honestly, and for me, it's pretty good to be in this position. I don't like feeling like I don't have stuff to do, which is why I usually tend to just like overwhelm myself. But it's because I need to be always working on something. Yeah, you know what? That's the whole point of me streaming. Like, even if it's games or art, I want to take my time to just hang out. Because I tend to sometimes just work too much, or like not enjoy myself, or not like take time to like just decompress. Because sometimes I'll like wake up at like 6 in the morning, start my day at like 8 in the morning, and then go to bed at like 2 in the morning after like working the whole day. So yeah, exactly. Shit. This is for what I'm supposed. I like punts. I have a little bit of water left. I just need to remember to go get some water after the stream. Hold on, I need to have this reference here. Copy image. I'm gonna put in a different layer. It's a pretty mommy, yep. I need to get started on the regular commissions this week. I have something to do for my day job and then work on something for someone. So I think I will get started on those maybe on Friday. Just because I want to get some stuff moving. But I think Thursday would work too. Thursday night I can get started on like the simple one. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Can't believe this music was on the GameCube. I refuse to believe all this music was there. I honestly, I mean, the GameCube was not that strong of a console, in terms of like, titles and stuff. Like, I mean, it had really good titles, and Nintendo was willing to experiment a lot, but it's not one of those things where like I think that much on the GameCube, other than maybe like a few of the games that I played. Yeah, I mean, my go-to isn't really the GameCube. Like, when I think GameCube, I just think about the first-party games from Nintendo. But outside of that, like, I was just PlayStation 2 for the longest. Like, the PlayStation 2 is, like, for me, the best console of all time. There's just no comparison. Everything that came out for the PlayStation 2 was just perfect. I mean, there's like some shit games, but that console was just perfect. Backwards compatibility, great controls, awesome games. I mean, it says a lot when Sony in Japan had to tell devs to just stop making games for the PlayStation 2 because they were no longer supporting it way into the PlayStation 3's life cycle. That console, oh my god, it's so... I miss the PlayStation 2. It's such a good console. PS2 had online play, yeah. The funny thing is, the Nintendo GameCube had an adapter for online play, but it was only used for Phantasy Star Online 2. And even then, it was like, shit. I honestly, like... Sony has, like, this tendency, like... I mean, it was like, okay, PlayStation 2, best console of all time. PS3, pure shit, but Metal Gear Solid 4 is on there, so somewhat okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm also not, like, the biggest fan of Metal Gear... Like, I love Metal Gear Solid 4, and I think it's a fun game, but I also don't like it as much. Like, it's not my favorite Metal Gear game. It's good. It's just okay. Well, also keep in mind, PlayStation 2 was also the era where Sony was not full of itself and it had more fun with itself. Now Sony is just like the first party titles for Sony is just walking simulators with loading zones hidden with slow walking and dialogue every 5 seconds. No, it's not Milky. This is Alpha Racier's girl. Yeah, it's Mari. Yeah, everything was perfect for the PlayStation 2. And to be honest, PlayStation 4, fucking solid console. Holy shit. I love the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 was also a good console. It almost recaptures the joy of the PlayStation 2. But again, I don't understand this hate on backwards compatibility. Also, you know what game came out on the PlayStation 2? Monster Hunter. PS5 is based, but some of that nostalgia definitely comes from... The PS5 is absolute dog shit. There's like no games. Hell, even the first party games for PlayStation are on Steam already. PS5 ain't got no Riz. Is that how the kids say it? Am I cool like TikTok now? All of the PS4 games are on. Yeah, but why the fuck would I buy a $7 million console, or like however expensive is the PS5, when there's so many PS4 consoles out there that are just far cheaper, and you can get the games for less and get the same experience out of it. You don't need a PS5. Bunger saved it. Better loading screen and performance? No, I don't. PS5 in France is the price of the PS3 at launch. Oh my god. But I don't think people in France like the. I don't know. I think a lot of the people that I spoke with. Hey Abby, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. I just like the PS4. C'est la vie, non? I mean, if like the price for the fucking again, like here's the thing: the normal consumers, don't think of like better loading times or whatever. Like people that are not gamers or casual audience, which is the bigger audience, right? The Vita is awesome. I love the Vita. The Vita I had the Vita at like a very critical point in my life, and it had Persona 4 Golden, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And oh my god, I still remember my times with my PS Vita in Japan, and I was playing. Good times. Anyways, like normal consumers, like when they look at a console, they look at the price and they actually think, if the PS4 has all the games if the PS5 has all the games that the PS4 has, why am I going to pay $600 for a console that I can't even get to play the same games at a more expensive price? Because the games on the PS4 are $60, but on the PS5 they're $50 for like quote unquote better loading times. But again, I saw like a meme where like the loading times on PS5 or like next gen consoles is always like cleverly hidden, where like you'll have like the character, right? And then you like, let's say on like, you know, PS4, PS5, and then you have the same character go to a loading zone and it's like now loading, but then this one's like spinning around in like a portal or something. It's like, whoa, shit's happening. But then it's like, you know, oh, here we are. So it's you know, I don't know. Again, normal consumers have more patience about loading times, FPS, and that kind of stuff. They're not gonna be like, fuck you, I'm not gonna wait 7 seconds for the game to load. Like, but again, like, if you're gonna pay them, like, I don't know. This is just me. I don't care about FPS that much, right? It's totally understandable. Like, yeah, you're welcome to enjoy like higher FPS. It's just that for me, like, if it's a stable FPS, then I'm cool with it. But it's just normal consumers just don't think about that kind of stuff all the time. They just think about like, well, pricing wise, this just makes more sense, right? Especially if they have the same library, literally the same library at a cheaper price. In the European market, that's more prevalent, where people are less inclined to spend their money. From what I remember in France, like a Frenchman or like whatever will not like go to a store and be like, oh, I'm willing to like dump 600 euros in this console that has literally nothing. Sure. Whereas like, why the fuck would I buy this? Like, that's why they have, most people there have Androids, because it's pretty much just, it's a phone. Androids are cheaper and they pretty much fulfill the same function. But it's a cultural thing. And again, you know what? One of the bigger problems too is that there are no exclusives on the PS4. Again, like I said, like God of War is on Steam. God of War is on Steam. All the Yakuza games are on Steam. What else is on Steam? Oh yeah. The Last of Us 1 and 2 is on PC. Yeah, sure, they're fucking terrible ports, but they're still on PC. Like, you can just wait for it to be fixed. Persona 5 Gold, Persona 4 Golden, Persona. Yeah, no, they're all going Steam, GOG or whatever. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I saw that. It's like, okay, I guess Sony's just going the nuclear route, or the Sony route, where they're just gonna, fuck it, we're gonna appeal to the PC market as well. Now, the PS5 PC ports are varying quality. They better appeal it to the PC market before someone... Here's the thing. Sony is doing it more smart than Nintendo is. Because people are now giving them money for their games on different platforms. So they're making more money than just putting it on one console. Oh, I mean, everything from Nintendo is going to be on PC. Just not because they want it to be on PC. I still don't understand the whole issue with not wanting to port Bloodborne. Like, I don't get it. Like, who are they? Like, what is this, like? You can fucking emulate Bloodborne on PC, I think. I saw Bloodborne on PS Now, I think. years longer. But anyways, I don't know. I know like Bloodborne is probably like one of the best, or if not the best, Soulsborne game. But it's also like Elden Ring's out. Like you can wait a few years before they port it. Sounds like Crystal Chronicles music. Actually, let me move this. Up here. Oh, thought of a pun. Cloud spot. Kumo. Kumo. Ah. Kumo. Kumo no Kumo. I'll let you figure out which one it is. Momo no Kumo no. Momo no Kumo no. Kumo. You know, I thought about like playing Golden Sun music, but I remember how fucking explosive all the Game Boy music is. Like, it's just like unnaturally loud because obviously the speakers for the GBA could only handle so much, so you had to make your music as loud as fuck. And the games had to be as bright as shit. Like, playing it on a PC or like anywhere else, you go blind. Yeah. What? Oh. We're almost done. Once I get this, it's just going to be a simple splash of colors. You know what I still haven't played? I haven't played the Xenoblade 3 DLC. Even though I have it and I was excited for it, but I just haven't had the initiative to pick it up. I guess it was just like that. I just didn't like Xenoblade 3 that much. I thought it was like mediocre at best. but I still haven't like played it, and I should because it has like the good characters for Xenoblade. I love Xenosaga. Xenosaga is like Xenosaga 3 is one of my favorite JRPG. What? I don't want to use that term. It's just one of my favorite RPGs in general. It's just really good. I mean, sure, it's up in its own ass sometimes, but I think it's just one of those games that it was just like it came out and it was so good, but it wasn't enough to save the franchise, which really sucks. I wish they would port Xenosaga. You know what I didn't like about Xenosaga 3 though? The fucking heal step from Cosmos. It was just a tuck 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 tuck. Word of advice to like developers: if you're gonna have a walking sound effect, make sure it's not fucking piercing the player's ears. But yeah, Xenosaga was like sci-fi done right, because sci-fi generally has this like mystical element to it. At least like classic sci-fi, where it's like Star Wars and stuff like that, and this had like a lot of like mysticism to it and stuff, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty well done. Again, the game is somewhat up its own ass, so you gotta take that with a grain of salt. If you can find a way to play it, highly recommend Xenosaga 3. You don't even have to play. Just like, yeah, it was pretty horrible. Cosmos was like so OP in the game too. Like you always have to have her in her team. That game like was a technical marvel too. I think Xenosaga 3 is just entirely underrated. It really is like an underrated classic. I really recommend Xenosaga 3. It's genuinely very good. Even for being turn-based, it's really good. My CD unfortunately had a bug where the audio would just cut off. No, Monolith has the right. It's weird because it's a weird copyright situation. Because technically Bandai has part of the ownership, but Bandai is now owned by Nintendo, so, or partly owned by Nintendo. So and so is Monolith, so I don't know what's going on there. It's why Cosmos showed up in Xenoblade. It's a weird dichotomy. Like, it's one of those copyright hells that it's gonna be difficult to figure out who, like, the custody of the child is very difficult to figure out because we don't even know whose DNA belongs to who. It's that messy. What pisses me off is that the director has been like teasing. It's like, oh, if fans want it, we'll put out the game again. It's like, motherfucker, just put it out. Put out. People are gonna buy it. Take the game, remaster it, fix all the fucking glaring issues, and just put it out. People will buy that shit. Especially now that Xenoblade has like massive success. Now you can be like, oh, this is the game that originated everything. People are gonna be like, holy shit, let's do it. Even Xenogears, like, fucking bring that back too. I'm sorry, guys, but I don't think Xenoblade X is ever gonna get released again. That's just dead forever. Okay. Right? Okay. Merge. Make sure that everything makes sense. Start rail. I get notified. Oh. Getting Star Rail notifications on Discord, okay. I don't even play Star Rail that frequently. Summer's in 2 weeks, yeah. When is midsummer? Well, I mean, okay, never mind. It's a stupid question. Don't answer it. Ah, thanks, Eva. Yeah, I just gotta clean a few things that are just bugging the fuck out of me. But yeah, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just a few spots where it draws too much attention. You know, I wish they would port Path of Radiance to the Switch. Like, don't just remake the... Just port them. You don't need to remake. Like, Path of Radiance is good enough. It doesn't need modernization or anything. And with how shit the new one was, I think we need a good Fire Emblem. Fire of Radiance, it's just that. I think my problem with what was it, Fire Emblem Engage, is that it's entire, like, the gameplay was okay, but it's entirely forgettable. I think like definitely runs well on the Switch, so they can port this one. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't fucking like. I don't know. Fire Emblem Engage, like you guys that like had to withstand those strains. They were kind of like, I was just bitching about the game a lot. And even though there were good parts, I think the game is just mediocre. And it was just like rushed for the anniversary. The story was very shit. It had a lot of fan service parts that I did like, but it's still like, this is like a mediocre game, and like for an anniversary, like I would have rather just have a port. And my problem with it is that the game itself had like no sense of identity. Like sure, they hired Mika Picasso, she's a good artist, but that doesn't mean she made good art for the game. For Fire Emblem specifically, she just made moe characters instead of like actually like hiring someone that's either already worked with Fire Emblem or someone that's actually done like has experience drawing fantasy characters that are like give a sense of identity. But here they were just like, yeah, just make moe characters. Who gives a fuck? Make it like Genshin. Yeah, why don't we just make it like Genshin? Make it look like Genshin. That's popular now, right? Kids don't want personality in their games. They just want more Genshin impact. That's what it felt like to me. Like, yeah, I draw moe, but not every fucking game that I play has to look like Genshin Impact or be moe in any capacity. Like, look at Persona. Soejima has like fucking amazing art direction, and he makes every Persona game feel extremely memorable. Sorry, I'm obsessed with these armpits. I'm sorry, not sorry. There we go. I think that should be good. Let's splash some colors really quick. I mean, I like armpits. I'm not ashamed of it. That's tough though, Tam. Oh shit, I'm doing... So I need the... I should erase this here. This is... There we go. It's complicated. I just don't... I don't know. I don't think everything has to be moe. Like, I like moe as much as, you know, the next guy, but it's like... I want games to have their own sense of identity. Hiring popular artists that draw the moe good is not just a solution to the problem. Like, hire people that can give your game a sense of like unique direction. Like, again, that Fire Emblem just did not feel like its own thing in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, don't get me. I don't want to get started on that. I think I've bitched and moaned about that game enough. I think enough is enough. I think you need to play Engage a second time to see if your opinions have changed. I mean, there is a DLC. I could give it a shot. Like, there's a story DLC. Maybe the story DLC is better. I think my main takeaway was that the gameplay for Engage was so much better than Three Houses, but Three Houses' story was so good that I was just thinking about, like, why isn't this Three Houses? Another thing that's worth noting is that, for me, a game should have a good story. If the story is not engaging, it's hard to get through gameplay that's not very interesting. I love Fire Emblem, so for me, the gameplay was just like, yeah, sure, I can grind my waifu until she's powerful enough to obliterate the entire map. But once you get to that point, the game just becomes a chore because it's not challenging anymore. Like, if you play, like, yeah, maybe it's my fault that I played on normal, but even on any difficulty, you're gonna get to a point where you can grind the ever-living shit out of it. Because if it's too hard, you're gonna drop it because it's not fun. Because you know the next fight you go into, it's gonna be a 7-hour fight for survival. But I mean, everyone's different. But yeah, on game RPGs in general, the main draw for those games is the story. If the story is just lame, there's no amount of fun gameplay that's gonna keep you over. Trust me. Yeah, I typically like playing with permadeath. But after a while, I noticed that it was just not. It's like, if you don't have to worry about that, it's just better. Man, I remember when Wind Waker came out, and people, like, I just remember everyone that I was friends with that liked Nintendo, collectively just, like, fucking hated it. One of my friends, though, he got it, and he's like, no, it's not bad, it's actually pretty good, but I actually just never got it. The main issue with when I was growing up is that I grew up in the 2000s. Well, I mean, I was born in 92, so I'm like a 90s kid technically. But growing up, when I grew up in the 2000s, like, where I was just like I had my most, like, childhood memories, is that was the area of the attitude era for everything. Like, it was just like the edgy and stuff. And being a Nintendo fan in the 2000s sucked dick. I became like an RPG person, so I was playing a lot of PS2. But that was like the nerd stuff. And I didn't really have many friends that would want to play video games when they came over to my house. Because, or like to come to my house to play video games. because everybody had a fucking Xbox and everybody was playing Halo. Or everyone's playing shooters, and I just wanted to play a fucking Mario game or just play I don't know, like RPGs or something like that. Nobody wanted to play. Nobody wanted to like discuss. I didn't really have many people to discuss RPGs with. And the one person I lent my Kingdom Hearts CD because I was excited to just have someone to talk Kingdom Hearts with. He fucking stole my game and never gave it back. And when I brought it up with him, he's just like, oh, I don't know where it is. And my mom knew the mom of this kid, so she made him give up his allowance to pay the game back. But yeah. Kind of sucked, but it's whatever. Keep in mind, this is like before the advent of like using the internet became common. Like the internet was a thing, but like many people weren't really using it for social media or anything. Just maybe like MSN, chatting and stuff. Yeah. Like, listen, I really, really, really wanted someone to talk about those games, but I was one of the few people that owned a PS5. Oh, PS2. Most of my friends either owned a Nintendo GameCube or an Xbox. I owned both a GameCube and a PS2 because my brother got the GameCube and I got the PS2. I feel like we're old men. I don't feel old at all. I mean, yeah, I was born in a different time, but it's like I don't feel that old, really. I still feel pretty young. I think my issue is that I had to grow older than most kids because my dad was always working, and I had to help my mom with my brothers because I'm the oldest. So I pretty much had to be a grown-up as a young kid. I mean, I was always around adults as well, so I grew up feeling a little bit more mature than most of the kids my age. I didn't really have a sad childhood, by the way. Growing up was fine. You know, aside the bullying and stuff, like when I was younger, it was fine. Yeah, we grew up in like people. I think a lot of younger kids don't understand that if you grew up in the 90s, or you grew up like if you were born late 80s, early 90s, even mid 90s, it was like the weirdest time where you're just caught in the like. Here's the main thing I wanted to I was thinking about the other day. The 80s was so influential that kids that were born in the 90s are basically 80s kids. Most of the music, most of the medium and stuff is heavily influenced by stuff in the 80s. So if you, it's weird. It's very difficult to explain, but like I lived like I'm familiar with more 80s music than a lot of 90s music or like early 2000s. Well, not early 2000s, but it's like 90s music, because my parents would just play 80s music all the time, and we would watch 80s musics on 80s movies on VHS and stuff. But it's just like a weird thing. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, that's not to say that like I remember 80s stuff, 90s stuff, but it's like, okay, when people say like 90s kids, usually you were born in the 90s, but typically there's some like leftover stuff from that era. Like I was born in 92. I grew up in 90. I like basically was born in the 90s, but I technically didn't get to experience a lot of stuff until like, you know, 2000s, where like I do remember most of the stuff, where like I remember a lot of the 2000 stuff, like Shrek and all that kind of stuff. But typically the decade you're born in, you don't really get to experience much, because unless you like were born like right at the turn of the decade, like at the at the zero. But generally speaking, you're not going to remember very much of that decade. Typically your cognitive, or your like the idea that you become aware or like you start remembering stuff, it's like at age 4 or age 5, somewhere around there. So you're not going to be very aware of what's happening. At least that's what I remember someone explaining to me. But yeah, generally people that say like, oh, like I'm a 90s kid, it's like, well, you were born in like, I'm not that good. But thank you, Randy. Let's see here. I remember a lot of stuff that some of the stuff that I remember from the 90s, but at the same time, like, it's very sparse, and I don't remember very much of it. Because, like, I remember stuff like the apartment we lived in, some of the places that we used to eat at, and that kind of stuff. But it's not a ton. I can guarantee you it's not a ton. And that's mostly because, again, you don't remember most of the things that you do during those ages. But I do remember a lot of stuff. But I was born in like 92, and I remember like a few things. Because the thing is, like, Vsauce music star. If you were born in the 90s, are you really a 90s kid? Alright, let's go ahead and paint the face. I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay. Speaking of Resident Evil, what are you buying? What are you selling? Heh, thank you. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying? What are you selling? Oh god, that's stuck in my head now. Over here, stranger. I got new items in stock for you. That guy that sells stuff in Resident Evil 4, he reminds me of Castlevania Symphony of the Night with the old guy and Alucard going, I am interested in this. I am interested in this. Thank you. So you are the one they call Shaft. So you are the one they call Shaft. I don't remember if there if there is in English, there's probably in the Japanese one. much light, I think. Dragon Roost, yeah. Some of the best Zelda music. Let's see. I don't remember. I think it might be the XS Express. Also, hey, Gary. Sorry, I was very distracted. Okay, and then the hair, which should be pretty simple. I'm just gonna do something like this. I like this one. Okay, and then I'm gonna add, actually, this needs to be erased. And then I'm gonna add, so something that helps keep the colors separate. Okay. Hair's done. Actually, for the hair, let me try something here. What if I did? What if I did this instead? So I'm gonna grab this. Grab that. You make it brighter. Change the tint a little bit. And then I did this. And then for a few of these. Yeah, I think that will look. I think this looks better than the other way. And then for a few of these, I can. Yeah, I think this looks better than that. Yeah, this looks better. All right, there we go. That looks better than the other one. Now what we're missing here, this is the tail. For the tail, I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. Let's go brighter. And then just kind of do the same thing. Yeah. And then I grab the basic color. Do that. Do this. There we go. And let's do this. Thanks. We're almost done here. I'm just gonna add. Yeah, I can't forget this. We're just gonna go ahead and let's see. Add this. This. Here. Here. Go pretty bright on this part. And then, yeah, I think this is fine. Grab this color. This has to be a little brighter. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then repeat here. Okay. Oh, right, the small purple slime. Oh my god, thank you for reminding me. Thank you so much for reminding me. Let me finish this. The main lady, and then let me. Okay, I think that's good. Alright. Missing the rose, or like the hibiscus or whatever. But that's easy. We're gonna do white, and then I'm gonna go and no. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get this more like, there we go. Let's add a little bit more saturation to the edges. All right, now she's no, she's not done. You know why she's not done? Because I forgot a little detail. Okay. Okay. Let's do. Oh, before I forget. Need to just add gold here. This is okay. I don't think the color matters that much at the moment. This needs to be through. Okay. Now I need to check which one's gonna offer the better effect. No, I think I'm just gonna do this. Actually, I'm gonna increase saturation a little bit, or lower luminosity. Change the colors a little bit there. Yeah, thank you. And now we add okay. And now slime code. So what we're gonna do is this. Hey Sal, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's see. So let's make this reference. Scanner. Okay, so let's see. What I can do is, okay, let me make sure I pick the right color. So grab this. And then, what I do is... Actually, let me get the heart out so it doesn't get confused. What I can do is... Okay. So here's what I can do. Instead of multiply, I'm gonna make them normal. I'm going to duplicate this. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna duplicate it again. Apply it here. Delete this. But I'm gonna... And then instead... Okay. So I think this should work. And then I just go multiply. Let's or actually, let me see what and then I will add And then for final touch, I'm gonna add, so let's see. Wait. All right, and then let's just splash. All right, and then what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna grab this one and begin. I'm gonna grab that. Delete the edges. Let's add. I'm gonna make it grass instead because I think grass is a little better. We can add. A bit of. Let's see. Where's this? And I'm gonna do something wild here. So let me try. Actually, let's do this. Right like this. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let me add my signature, and I think that should be good. All right, it's 1:20. Oh my fucking god! It's 1:20 in the morning. Okay. What did I say that I was only gonna stream for what? Like a little bit, and it's been 3 hours and 47 minutes, almost 4. Oh yeah, you caught me in the last moment. Good morning, guten Morgen. But it's done. There we go. Let me go ahead. Alpha 1. Alpha 2. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna post this right away. I'm gonna get Alpha, their full versions. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I'm just gonna go straight to bed. I'm gonna walk you guys out really quick. All right, it's late. I gotta go to bed. Good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it.